2.6, just a little extension from 2.5. Our target, you can solve one-step equations through multiplication and division. We're just going to jump right into examples. There's not too much more I need to teach since I taught it all in 2.5. Again, the biggest thing that I do is I ask myself, what am I doing to x? How do I undo it? So, first one, 8x equals negative 24. I'm going 8 times x. To move times, I divide. I show my division with a fraction bar. I do not, look at how messy this looks. I do not go divide by 8, divide by 8. That does not look age appropriate at all. Okay, you are showing your division through fraction bars. This cancels out, left side, and I get negative 3 on the right. Wait, what? The next example, negative 3 times y is negative 12. Opposite of times is divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. They cancel out, and I get y is a positive 4, because a negative divided by a negative will be positive. 6t equals negative 66. This is 6 times t. To move times, you divide. T is a negative 11. 11 times m is 121. To move times, you divide. Yes, I show my work. Even though I think I can do it in my head, I show it for this lesson. Uh-oh, x over 5 equals negative 130. What does over 5 mean? X over 5.
Division.
It means division. X divided by 5 is negative 30. The opposite of divide is multiply. I multiply both sides. It cancels that out. And I get x is negative 150. Yep, it's times 5. Dot 5 means times 5. X over 9 is negative 25. Over means divide. So I'm going to times by 9. It cancels it out. Times this side by 9 for the balance. Oh, I can't do it in my head. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 4 is 22. And I know it's going to be negative because I have one negative. So x is negative 225. Done. Forgot to box that one off. Stepping our game up a little bit, this next slide is fractions. I have fallen in love with fractions, and it took me like 10 years, so I hope it doesn't take you that long. But I could do fractions all day long now. I could not. I would dread anytime I saw a fraction. I'm there, though. I overcame it. If there is a whole number, you just make a 1 on the bottom. So when you are dealing with fractions in algebra, if there is a whole number, you just make a 1 on the bottom. If you're going to deal with fractions, you might as well have them all be fractions. Okay? Much easier to deal with. And then, secondly, you multiply through by the recip. Reciprocal is the technical word. Reciprocal with no abbreviation. Okay, first example. 10 equals negative 2/3 m. Well, there's a whole number, so I'm going to make a 1. Okay, I can handle this. Because when I multiply through by the recip, I go top times top over bottom times bottom. So I need to multiply through here by 3 over 2, and it's a negative, right? Multiply this, keeping the balance, by negative 3 over 2. All of this cancels out, and it just leaves me with m. That's what happens. It looks very messy there, but it just cancels everything out and leaves me with 1m. Now I can cross simplify. Please do it. Do it as often as you can. 2 and 10 share a factor of 2. Now I'm going to go top times top over bottom times bottom Negative 15 is m. Because negative 15 over 1 is just negative 15.
How'd you get negative 3?
Negative 3 because the negative was right here. The negative was there. And it doesn't matter. The negative can be with the 2 or the 3. It doesn't matter. There. Yeah. Proper math etiquette says, hey, variable first. Variable likes to be first. Next one. I see a whole number. Put a 1 on the denom. This is saying 3/5 times x. To undo times you divide. To divide a fraction, you multiply by the recip. All I say is get rid of the fraction. How do you get rid of the fraction? By multiplying through by the reciprocal. If I multiply that through by the reciprocal, then I need to multiply the other through by the reciprocal. Everything here cancels out, and I'm left with x. I can cross simplify here. Now I can go x is top times top over bottom times bottom, which is just 10.
Oh, do I still look at the score class? Because you want to get the right answer.
I see on this next one we get a negative 5 equals 5 nines x. Guess what? I look at that and I don't even love it because my variable's on the right hand side. And it stresses me out, and I don't know why. I'm very dramatic about it. I can't handle it. So what I typically will do is just right away move it to the left-hand side. Oh, stop moving. Stop. Okay, stop. Oh, no. There. Okay. So I can rewrite this as 5 nines x is equal to negative 5. No problem. Now I got my variable on the left, my heart feels at peace. I can handle this now. Put a 1 on the denom of a whole number. Get rid of the fraction by the recip. Cross simplify if you can. Nice, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Now x is going to equal, there's a 1 here, top times top, over bottom times bottom. Negative 9. I got confused. I stopped there for a second because I was wondering where that negative came from.
Wait, how did you cross out 5?
Because 5 and 5 share a factor of 5, so I divide them both by their factor. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. You don't have to cross simplify because if you think of it, if I got x is equal to negative 5 over 1 times 9 over 5, you can still go top times top over bottom times bottom and still get to the same thing. Just a lot of times kids mess up simplifying. But you could do either or. You don't have to cross simplify. It's just easier. All right. Hey, 2 fractions. 1/5 x equals 8/3. Recip it to get x alone. Cancels out everything. X is top times top because I can't cross simplify over bottom times bottom. 40/3. 13. X goes, 3 goes into 40 13 times, 1's remaining. 3 as the denom. That's it.
Cool.
That is it. That was so good.